board for today, you'll see that we're talking about Federalist and Anti-Federalist. Your I can statement for today is I can explain the difference between Federalist and Anti-Federalist. We've already started hinting at it already, but I'd rather let's go ahead and firmly write it in our notes real quick. It's 4 slides that we're going to write, and then after that we'll have an activity to go over. Sound good?
Sound good.
Blessed be.
Great.
Everybody say something.
Okay, hello. Oh, that's because I'm not clicked on it.
What's that?
Okay, boom. Federalism. Federalism. All right, back to me. Back to me.
Back to him, bro.
Okay. Federalism is a system of government where power is divided between federal and state levels. Okay? Divided between federal and state levels. Okay. Whenever I say federal, what does that mean? What is not the FBI, not the cops, like a federal government. What is that also, like we can also refer to that as 2 other things.
President.
National government and what's the other one?
Legislation.
No, those are branches.
Above the state level.
They are above the state level, but there's another word we use. We have the national government and then it starts with a C.
Country government.
Not country.
Constitutional.
Not constitutional.
Congress?
Not Congress.
The cops.
Think about in the middle. A word that means middle, but it starts with a C.
Central?
Central. Beautiful, okay? So if I ever say a federal government, a national government, or central government, those 3 things are the same thing. Those 3 things are the exact same. Okay? So with federalism, it is supporting that we are going to have a division of power between a federal government and a state government. Okay, do we have any questions on that? We good to go?
Yup.
Do next one? Okay, boom, we ready?
Yup.
Bow. Anti-Federalist. I made it big just so that everyone can read it. Anti-Federalists, they want strong state governments. And they want weak federal government. Okay, so they want those state governments, so like Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Georgia, Virginia, they want those state governments to be strong, and they don't want a strong federal government. They want a weaker federal one. And then they want rights for the people to be explicitly mentioned in the Constitution. So that's why we have a Bill of Rights. It was a compromise that the Federalists and Anti-Federalists made in order for them to sign the Constitution. Okay? So Anti-Federalists do not want a strong federal government. They want strong state governments. Beautiful. Any questions on them? No?
Oh, look.
Okay, we need another second to write. We good?
No.
Beautiful. I'll put it on Google Classroom, I promise. I promise. Okay, we have our Federalists. Now, our Federalists, they just want a strong central government, a strong federal government. Okay, so, Federalists, what's that root word? Federal. Okay, so they want a strong federal government. Does it say anything about them wanting a weak state government? No. Is that what they want?
No.
No. They just say, hey, we want a strong federal government. It never says anything about them wanting weak state governments. Now, they do want to prioritize that federal government above what the state government is. The federal government should be above the states, and then it should be the states. Does that make sense? Crystal clear or clear as mud?
Just crystal clear.
Love that. Thank you, James.
Clear as mud.
Now Chris.
You stopping me?
Start the video.
All right. Are we good to move?
Yup.
I believe, yeah. The next one's a quote. Okay, so can I have a volunteer to help pass me out, pass these papers out? Cyrus, come on.
Yeah. Dang it,
I promise I'll let you do it next time, Wednesday. Okay, if you'll go with this class, I'll go this time. Okay, I'm passing out this paper for us. We have some more quotes, but yesterday the quotes that we did, they were a little wordy. And they were very confusing. Today's quotes are not like that. Today's quotes are very simple, like in our terms. And our job with these quotes is we're going to determine, is it a Federalist that's saying it, or is it an Anti-Federalist that's saying it? And then, and we're doing this as a class, so don't you fret, don't you worry.
I said thank you.
You're welcome. Beautiful,
You're
beautiful.
looking like that.
Cyrus, did you make sure to get yourself a coffee?
I did, yes.
We're so thankful for you. Okay, Cyrus just earned y'all 50 points for volunteering.
It's really 100.
Oh wait, that's really 100 because y'all everyone's here. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so again, our job today is we're going to get some quotes and we're going to determine whether a Federalist or an Anti-Federalist said them. And then we're going to explain why we made that answer. Okay, so who can I have volunteer to read the first quote?
Me,
Now you said it would be a waste.
we have no reason to eliminate our state governments or think they are incapable of acting wisely. Our state governments should be guardians of our rights and interests.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, when you think of a guardian, do you think of a guardian being weak or strong?
Strong.
Strong, okay? Now, who is going to be the guardian? Who are they wanting to be the guardians? State governments. Who wants strong state governments? Anti-Federalist. So, do we think this quote is Anti-Federalist or Federalist? Beautiful, okay. Why? I just said, but let's put it on paper.
Strong state government.
They want strong state governments. They're advocating for the state governments to be the guardians of our rights and interests. Okay? Beautiful.
I like that.
Oh, wait. I ain't got no finish.
Do you need one?
How many of our presidents have done, gone 2 times?
How many presidents have gone 2 times? So if you'll look up here with all the presidents, I can't list every single one of them, but if you'll look, if they're anything longer than 4 years, then they did 2 terms. Now their second term may have been cut a little short, because I know one resigned, some were assassinated, and all those things, so their term may be cut short, but if they served more than 4 years, then they were in 2 terms. Now FDR, who is this one right here, number 32, he served 4 terms. He didn't get to finish that 4th one. He died in office, and his vice president, Harry Truman, became president, but he did get elected for 4 terms. And then after that is when the Constitution amended itself to limit presidents to just 2. But, all right, we're good to move on to number 2? Okay, who, Winston, I want you on number 2. I know it's a paragraph.
It is unfair to presume that the representatives of the people will be tyrants in the federal government, but not in the state government. We are convinced that the federal government will pass laws that go against the interests of the people, then we should have no federal government at all. If we unite, we can accomplish great things.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Winston. All right, what is a tyrant? Do we know what a tyrant is?
Someone who controls everything.
Someone who controls everything. Let's rephrase it. Someone who abuses their power. Okay, so they're saying it is unfair to assume, you could, interchangeable, presume that representatives of the people will be tyrants, people who abuse power in the federal government, but not assume that they wouldn't do it in the state government. Okay, if they're gonna do it in the federal government, if you elected them to the state government, wouldn't they do the same thing? Okay, they're saying it can't be one way and not the other. Okay, and then it's saying if we are convinced that federal government will pass laws that go against us, then we should not have a federal government. But if we unite, we can accomplish great things. So do we think that this is Federalist or Anti-Federalist? Federalist. Okay, why?
Because it counteracts, like how it says that we shouldn't have one at all.
But if we unite, we're gonna be fine. Okay, beautiful. I love that. That would be your explanation. Your explanation would be that, hey, it's saying we can't assume one thing and not the other. And then 2, it's saying if we have a federal government where all of us are going to unite anyways, then we're going to be fine. We're going to be able to accomplish great things if we're able to unite. Not be individual states, but if we all unite, we will accomplish great things. That's a good job. I appreciate that.
All united what?
If we all unite, then we're able to accomplish great things. So rather than staying 13 individual states, why don't we just come together, all united as one, and we can do great things rather than doing where this state's doing some great things and this one's doing some great things. We can all do it rather than us all having to fight for our own thing. Make sense? on road, Chris. Okay. Alright, who wants to volunteer for number 3?
Alright, cool.
Me, I do it.
You got it, Messiah?
I try.
Okay, come on.
No responsible man would want to establish a government that is unfriendly to the liberty of the people. Do not assume, gentlemen, that the advocates of the Constitution are motivated by the admission. It's unjust and uncharitable view.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so no reasonable man would want to establish a government that is unfriendly to the liberty of the people. Liberty and freedom, you can swap them. Okay? They can interchange. Okay? So, no reasonable man would want to establish a government that's going to purposely harm the people. Okay? So we're not going to inherently make something bad. Okay? So do not assume that the advocates of the Constitution, the ones that are forming a government, are going to be motivated by their own ambition. It is an unjust and uncharitable view to assume that, okay? So, it's saying, hey, if you think that, that's unjust. That's not right. Men are inherently good. We're not gonna purposely do bad. So, do we think that that's Federalist or anti-Federalist? Federalist? Okay, Bronson, why do you think that? Okay, remember, this is a safe place to be wrong. I didn't say you're wrong, I'm just saying, you can explain it, your explanation could not be hit, it couldn't hit just where it needs to be.
I say it's anti.
Okay, Chris, why do you think anti-Federalist?
I don't know. I know, like, yeah.
I think
The
it's,
first thing I think is
federal.
anti-federalist.
You think it's anti-Federalist?
The first thing up there.
Because anti-federalists are like scared that if you have a strong central government.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
Like, I'm
so they're
not
scared of that
afraid.
strong central government, but they're saying it's not just to think that way. It's saying no reasonable man would want to establish a government that is unfriendly to the liberty of the people. Okay? So nobody reasonable would purposely set out to make a government that's going to harm the people. And it's not just to think that.
Yeah.
So, anti-federalist or federalist? Federalist, okay? Because
I told you it was federally.
Bronson tried to tell us, but he just couldn't get it quite in the words. I'm with that. Okay? Because it's advocating that men are inherently good. The men are inherently good. They're not going to purposely set out to be tyrants or try to abuse power. They're not going to try to purposely hurt us.
Do you think that's true?
I think so. I think that we should try to see the good in people. Now, that's an opinion, but it's a fair one, I would say.
Oh, God.
Okay? Let's make sure that that doesn't happen again, because I would hate for you to miss out on your education. Okay? So if you need to take a second to address that, to put it away, please do so. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I want Jordan to read quote number 4.
In a country where most people live more than 1,200 miles from the center, I don't
Think, it's supposed to be think, I'm sorry.
think one body can legislate for the whole. Can such a government design a system of taxation that will be beneficial for everyone?
Okay.
Oh, this is.
So what are we seeing in it? What are we seeing in it?
Oh, he's a federalist hater.
He's a Federalist hater? Okay, so if he's a Federalist hater, what would he be? Anti-Federalist? Okay, why do you think he's an Anti-Federalist? Or he or she?
The system of taxation would be
It's
beneficial
not
for
that
everyone.
one government.
Okay, and say it louder.
I don't think one body government can legislate.
Okay, he's saying, hey, I don't think one government, or she, is saying, I don't think one government is going to be okay for us. They don't know what's good for all of us. Okay, so yes, it would be anti-federalist because it's saying one government's not it's not one size fits all. Okay, and even if that's what you wanted to write, I'd be okay with that.